Hi everybody, welcome to today's Tuesday Talk. Found a nice spot here, it's about 5 minutes from the house. It's called Sax Point, so just thought it might be a different and cool place to do Tuesday Talk. So I'm going to be talking about coffee today, but first I really want to thank all the new members. We will scroll them on the screen. There's been so many new members in the last couple of months that I haven't had a chance to thank and acknowledge because the Tuesday Talks have been, as you know, few and far between during my move. So thank you guys for your support, and I also really want to thank the ones who stuck with me because we haven't really been doing too much the last couple of months as I've been moving, and you guys just stayed members and supported me that way. I really appreciate that. We did have a live Zoom call last night, so for those of you that showed up, it was so much fun, and we're definitely going to make that a regular thing. It's just way more, I think, intimate, and it's nice to be able to see the people and talk to them, and I, hopefully that goes both ways. So I'm super excited about carrying on with that and figuring out how all that works. So let's talk about coffee. I'm actually drinking an Element in here. It's not coffee, but I guess in June, it was shortly after I came back from KetoCon, I had started talking about quitting coffee. I was just having all kinds of issues, and I wasn't sure if maybe coffee was one of the issues. I don't think it was, but it was just something for me to try giving up. So some of my issues, I think, were partially oxalate dumping and partially too much dairy. So the dairy is few and far between now. I'm not zero dairy, but I'm like almost no dairy. So once in a while, I'll have a recipe that has some dairy in it or something. But the coffee, I started to give it up in June, and it just happened to be, I started to get sick in June as well, and it turned out I tested positive for COVID back then, and it made it easy to give up coffee, because I know it's not easy. I've tried before. I've tried and failed to give up coffee many times, and so here I am. I've given up coffee since June. So that's, it was most of June, July, 3 months, no coffee. So, it's funny because I don't know if I can actually point to anything different other than it's freedom from another addiction, because I'm pretty sure I was drinking a lot. I was drinking about 5 cups a day. And so I felt a little bit enslaved to the whole routine of, getting up in the morning and making coffee. And that's not that easy to just, you would think that, as a grown woman, it should be easy to just develop a different routine, but it's actually not that easy. And so I definitely feel for anyone who, tries to give up coffee and fails. I've done that a number of times. And all this said, I'm not even 100% sure if I'm going to give it up forever. I don't know. But yet I'm afraid to start drinking it again because I feel like, well, I've done 3 months, maybe I should just keep going with what I'm doing. So I don't know either way how this story will end in the end. But for those of you who want to give it up, and it doesn't matter what your reason is, I support you. And for those of you who, keep it, I support you as well. I just, in full honest transparency, I cannot say, oh yeah, your life will be better without it. I don't know that. And some people say it is, and some people say it made no difference to them and they took it back. So, I might be that person, but I don't know. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about coffee. I also just want to mention that I'm going to try to do the Tuesday talk as often as I can, and you know, just as a way to say hello to people. I will continue on with the live streams as well, and cooking videos, of course, and yeah, just feeling really grateful this morning to be in this beautiful place. We'll show some shots of what's around here, and thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Oh, this might be too steep. Wow, look at all that kelp floating down there. What a beautiful spot.